Hello, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. Here me and my guys like to do pick card readings just about like what you're attracting, what your energy is like. We hope we can help guide you properly on your path. Let me just sorry. And just help you on your journey in the next steps you are progressing into your life. Well, here we go. So we have today we are like doing what do you need to focus on? So like the things that like Spirit wants you to focus on, really. We all get distracted sometimes. So, pick from one of these three piles here today. Pretty much, I got three of them here. This is, if you want to pause the video, this is the time to do it. But we are going to start right away and to see kind of what's up. We are starting with pile number 1. So, let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides who's connecting to this pile here today. And let's see what they have to focus on. What does this pile have to focus on today? Oh, you may be resisting a very big change right now, right? Okay, so what's happening is you're resisting a change of some sort, and you're definitely having this sense of reminiscing on it and not really focusing on the things that need to be nourished right now. So what Spirit wants you to focus on is all those tangible items that you have, like your work ethic, your goals right now, your planning, because you feel like you're kind of stuck right now. And that's causing you to not focus on the long-term goals. It's causing you to start to lose your focus, and like you're maybe missing opportunities that are literally staring you right in your face. The Knight of Swords also represents overthinking, so there's a sense of like overthinking. But in this specific deck, like apart from that meaning, this guy's like staring at this thing that frightens him, and this could be, instead of not really frightening him, that you're staring at the issue that you're not like, that you don't need to. Like, it's just going to cause a lot more worry, a lot more doubt within yourself. And that's causing a delay because you're in the process of letting go, but you do have hope for the future. But yeah, okay. So you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck too. So okay. So pretty much, like, I was really trying to iterate here is that, like, Spirit wants you to focus on your tangible goals, your physical things that you are doing, your planning, your work ethic, the things that are moving you forward, and the things that are bringing you into some form of peace and some form of tranquility as well. So there's definitely the sense of you guys needing to work on yourselves and just like start making diligent plans forward and have hopes and faith that you are heading in the way you are, even though you are in this delay, because you're resisting this change, though. So, ancestors, angels, and my guides, this may be due to a relationship of some sort. You had an ending with somebody, and instead of moving on and starting to focus on yourself, you're overthinking on them and how this was a missed opportunity, and now you don't really want to let go because you're so focused on what could have been. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else for clarifiers here? The Hierophant, in reverse, we just talk about karmic lessons as well. So these could also both indicate karmic partners. You are not meant to hold on to these people as well. Like, you are meant to learn from these lessons and why you had disharmony within these relationships. You have to learn to, like, this was in reverse. Like, you have to learn to let go. You're going to overcome this as well by letting go and starting to, like, sever the ties between you and those emotions as well. And that's what Spirit wants you to do. Start working on this healing and like start working on yourself and your manifestations, your physical things that you actually want and desire from life, even though you feel like you're not really moving anywhere right now because of all this resistance. So the Tower in reverse was talking about resisting to change, and that's twice you're resisting change. Because this also, this is about change, and this is, I was like saying, it's just a sense of resisting change. But you should do that because you're meant to, like, just prosper, like, more resistance. You have more Knight of Swords energy, too. So, like, lots about just really, you're probably focused on the wrong thing right now. You're probably just, like, sitting and thinking about, reminiscing on your past connection, what went wrong, and, like, or even, like, you're getting over that. A lot of you might just be coming out of that energy too. So it's kind of like that energy is still lingering around you. So it's why I'm picking up on it. And it's just a sense of like needing to have change and starting to end this cycle and starting to move forward, because this also represents the end of cycles, and it's like the end of this emotional disparity, this emotional just pain, I guess. And like you are going to move away from that, and I think most of you are shifting your focus from that to this, or you're coming out of that now, or you're all going to start. But that's like a super important message there, and you're going to start moving towards like trying to focus on your goals, because that's what you need to start doing. You need to move away from this person and why this connection didn't work out and cause this disharmony, and start to kind of walk away as well to find happiness. So like that's what you need to focus on. We're going to pull more cards and see more advice, kind of what's Spirit wants you to work on and stuff. But I feel like that's tarot. Okay, so let's pull here. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else about what this person needs to focus on? Anything else about what this person needs to focus on? Anything else? Okay, so at the bottom you have you are good enough. So like always remember that you are good enough. Some of you may be Virgos, but or like not necessarily have to be Virgo, but embrace Virgo energy of the nurturing side of Virgo. Your conclusions are within reach and surrender to the divine, so there is going to be like equilibrium of some sort, if you would like to say. There's definitely going to be an ending here, like you had the world there, end of a cycle, things are coming to an end. However, it's all going to happen in different timing for a lot of you, because the thing is, it depends on where you are in this journey. Like if you may be just heading out of this relationship that have been going through these hardships, or you may have already gone through those hardships and you're now moving on. Some of you may be entering into these hardships, it depends, right? But like, depending on where you are in that journey, the conclusions are within reach, and it's all going to happen in divine timing. So allow for it to just enter and leave your life in the times it must, and just learn to heal from it, and remember that you are good enough, so don't ever think you are not. Yeah, healing, more about healing, really, and like beyond the ordinary, and just about embracing yourself, and just starting to remember to feel good in yourself, and to work on like conquering the fears and overcoming the challenges, especially mental challenges, because that's what the swords cards are all about, like mental things, as they're like air cards technically, right? So like they're all about like the thoughts, and especially the 9s and the 10s were just so many thoughts, and there's so it's not really anguish, but more so just overwhelmingness, and it's just, and in a negative sense too, because of just how the energy is around those cards. Sometimes it's like coming out depending on whatever, but like but you are going to find like a sense of community and belonging soon as well. Like I feel like as you start to focus more on the tangible things, the physical things, you're going to just end up opening yourself up to people, and you're definitely moving on, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. Like they're like, with this card, it's like understanding you're on the threshold to moving into like other energy, but you have to like let go of the past, let go of the things blocking you from entering into this paradise type of mode and into your own feelings, your own sense. Break the chain too, which is also the same type of message in Warrior Woman, which is like, what are you being called to do? Also, like I was talking about this air card, so you might be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini as well, Virgo energy and that fun stuff. This also reminds me of Aquarius energy as well, but there's definitely this sense of like feeling on guard and starting to put yourself forward, and there's also the sense of like you may very much thinking mentally about things and having to learn to break those cycles, break those chains, and like understand what is holding you back and why is it holding you back, why aren't you moving forward, and then to shift that focus back into what do you want to do. And it might cause a little bit of a delay still, you may still have a delay till that. However, like you need to start focusing on just like that energy, and start to take that leap towards yourself and what makes you unique and fills your cup as well, right? So just work on yourself, really. It's not easy like to do that, like shift your focus from the mental anguish, I guess you could say, and rechange it back to just your goals, your planning, your career for some of you. Pentacles, okay, so materials and Pentacles don't always mean like money, work, job, career. It very much can, but it could talk about school, education. It could be more like solid material things, yes, but it could also be like your home in some cases, your really solid relationships as well, as I like to bring them up as, because it can also just talk about really solid commitments. But let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional information here about what they need to focus on? Like, okay, focusing on themselves, really, and like their goals would bring what? What should they expect if they start to shift their focus? Opportunity. So look for the signs, peaceful resolution on the bottom. So things are like get really good for you if you start to focus on your money, especially, right? So, or like the importance of bonds, but like mostly your money. And don't stop moving towards your goals, right? Don't let having hurt from your past really shift your focus from the things that really truly matter, and just kind of work on things one step at a time, because one step at a time is still moving forward, you know? So like take it one little bit. Okay, let's pull some more cards from a different deck. So let's pull from my personal deck. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional information here about what's going on for this person and what they should focus on? Okay. So at the bottom, we have beauty is creative art, sensuality is harmony amongst nature. So there's definitely this need to reconnect to your inner self. This is also known as the Empress energy as well, which is a very nurturing energy. It's very much just about feeling confident in yourself, but more than just confident, just feeling at peace in harmoniousness. And the thing is, the cool thing about Birds of a Feather, which was the oracle card that came up before, it's also a harmonious card. It's about having this harmonious relationships with the things around you, and that is kind of what you are needing to do to start to find this balance. You may be feeling trapped right now, so feeling trapped, self-limited belief makes one lack direction, and that's what why you may be on this reading, because you feel like you lack direction. Yes, maybe I'm right. Woohoo. So you have focus on the self, but the first house, the first house is all about the self. The first pile here, you have in the next few weeks, you also have August. Something about August may be important for some of you. You have transformation through the cycles, allow for things to flow. So there's definitely this need just to kind of change from this feeling of being trapped and moving on and focusing on yourself for the next while. And this is going to lead to massive transformation for you. And things are just going to start to move forward again as well. So wonderful energy, honestly. It depends on how you look at it. But I am going to pull some charms. I was originally going to do the other stuff, but I feel like I don't need to put that in this reading for some reason. Okay, so let's do some charms. And let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Okay, the star really loves to come. The star again. Cancer energy in the board as well. So we got Cancer. So we also have this bunch of stars, and I was like, oh, the sun. Sorry. I mean, Aquarius energy. Music too. So some of you may have lots of healing from music. There is definitely abundance and luck and change coming into your life, and I feel like that's comes from that opportunity of starting to focus back on your own finances, your own abilities, your own things, your own important values, and definitely a need to look into things to find some knowledge and just really start to broaden your horizon more as well. So I think focusing on your abundance is really just going to bring massive change, and have music may really be something as well you're working on in that terms of career as well for some of you, or you use music to motivate yourself and inspire you again, because this also makes you just feel inspiration and finding hope and just kind of moving forward in the sense that you want to move forward. So it's honestly just really positive energy you're being asked to get into, really, because the moment you start to focus on that, you're just going to bring in this big spell of wealth and abundance and just happiness. But if you keep focusing on these on the disparity of your past with your past connection, or just past whatever was holding you really back, you will just cause more delays for yourself. So definitely shift your focus to your abundance, your goals, your planning, and you will find lots of happiness there. And I hope that really helped you. So that is all I have for pile number 1. Thank you for sitting through this reading and like watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what's up in the comments, and I hope this reading really helped you in your path, and I think that's all I really have for you, pile number 1, and thank you. Okay, so we're moving on. Let's go pile number 2. So let's see what's happening here in pile number 2's energy. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, what's happening in pile number 2's energy? What's happening here? Sorry, let's move this over because I would just kind of cry when I forget. Okay, double 5's energy. So some of you may be feeling really blocked off to people right now because of an emotional like conflict, strife in your past that made you really feel left out in the cold, or like you feel like you really lost things, and that's now put you on guard. But let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, what should this person focus on? What does this person needs to focus on? I think you need to work through this. That's really what I'm getting. Because what you need to focus on is... Okay, action. Slow movement forward. And kind of overthinking, anguish, loss, delays. Okay, what's this about? Why do I feel so much pain? Okay, why? This is what you're focused on right now, I feel. Right now you're in a, like, this is, I feel like so far, even pile number 1 was kind of like this. Some of you may have chosen both. This is this energy of just feeling like blocked because of just all pain. Now you're moving really slowly and you're unsure of how to start a new journey. But let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. How... The 2 of Swords twice. Yeah, lots of contemplation, mental, debating between the logical and the illogical, and just really in this form of like thinking mode. So a lot of you are really just like thinking right now, thinking about your past, thinking about where you are, thinking that like, oh yeah, some of you may be overthinking as well. Lots of like swords cards, lots of thinking, lots of being in your head and moving really slowly. Double Knight of Pentacles energy, moving really slowly. Desire. But okay, but like, what should they focus on though? This is the situation. What should they focus on? More 5 of Pentacles as well. The Knight of Chalices. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so what should they focus on? Do they have to work through this? How do they work through this? Okay, so... Okay, so some of you may be in a really controlling environment right now. And that's causing a lot of anguish, mental anxiety, and feeling trapped. Some of you really may feel like there's a really large imbalance happening right now, and you need to figure out how to get out of this. Oh yeah, lots of energy. So there's definitely this sense of feeling overthinking, feeling like you're out in the cold, kind of this miserable. I don't want to say miserable because that just sounds really bad, but it's not really like, it's like misery, and that's the word to say. It is misery because like I'm just like both these people. Do you see like this person's out literally in the cold? Her fingers, their fingers, whatever they go by, are like red, and they're trying to keep warm by focusing on what matters. This person is literally like toppled over, probably from exhaustion or some form of just like lack, and now they feel like everything's leaving them. So there's this sense of just feeling like whatever environment you are in, it's causing imbalance, and it's causing you to feel like everything's unfair, and it feel like this here in this deck. I always think of this as an unequal trade, right? So you're someone is like taking from you or giving to you, and then they have enough, and like it's just like a sense of feeling very unfair. And at least in this deck, that's what it feels like. Whatever. So there's just a sense of like feeling and lack of balance, lack of strength, lack of just like this feeling here, and it's definitely just put you on like this form of like blocking, and it's causing this delay of some sort. Okay, but like what should they do to get out of this then, Spirit? Like how should they work on this? How should they work on this? How should they work on this? Okay. How should they work on this? Okay, with the Two of Coins, there's this energy of having, some of you feel like wishes, Queen of Cups energy, Three of Cups. Some of you just need to have fun, but others of you are feeling this need to just, like, not anxious thought, not seeing things for as they truly are, finding balance in yourself, that emotional understanding, not letting go, resistance to change. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull from a different deck because it's just, I love tarot, but I feel like when I'm not really looking for answers, sometimes for me my cards will just repeat things until it's like, this is the message, this is the message. I'm like, no, I need to figure out other things, answer that. And in this case, this is what it's doing. So pretty much, okay, let's figure out how to get over this. I feel like we just need to, this is a situation, we just need to figure out how to get over it. Okay, let's figure this out. Ancestors, angels, my guides, how do we deal with this? How do we deal with this? How do we do this? Deal with this? How do we deal with this? Working hard. Okay, yeah, working hard, finding things to balance. The Two Coins always feels like maintaining a balance in your life and like finding out like how to like, so maybe manage 2 jobs, or you even like work on yourself. But you have time to take a breath out for relax. Okay, so some of you may be working extra hard right now, and because it is because of the environment you're in. Some of you might want to leave a job, or even just like whatever your situation you're in is just causing a lot of disruption and disharmony of some sort, and you wanting to move away from it, and they're kind of really focused on that, and you're wanting to move on. There's a sense of working really hard right now as well, and like all I'm feeling is like work. So some of you really may be overworking yourselves as well because of this mental anguish as well, and it's just keeping you in this really low vibrational energy. But you're very close to actually achieving a goal, and that'll give you time to take a breath and then fully let it leave you. Because for some of you, it might not be like wanting to move out or whatever. Oh, yeah, some of you it is though. Because there's a sense of just starting to cut cords. Like here's like protection, starting to like get yourself out of this, and it's going to come really soon. And it's because you've been working really hard towards like figuring out ways to distance yourself from the situation. And like I said, some of you may be finding like another job, or even like some of you it may just be like quitting this job and moving on, or some of you may be like, okay, I'm going to do this instead and just keep going, because you're kind of you're stepping up into your own energy, and you're starting to voice how you're feeling it too. So there's definitely a sense of you putting up your guard and being like, no, this is my boundaries, this is what I deserve, this is what I desire. But lots about taking a break. You're going to have time to take a break. So I think what's really going to happen here is that like you're going to, oh my god, double new moon energy too. So there's definitely a sense you're heading into like this new phase and moving on and moving forward. And there's definitely this energy, because what you're going to focus on are these goals, these achievements, and starting to like manage your work a lot better, like finances, your long-term goals. Like Capricorn energy is also very stable energy in my belief, from my knowledge of like astrology. But like just like this energy of moving forward and being very determined in creating the steps to achieve your goal. And there's definitely that energy here of you being like, no, I've been working on this so I could be able to cut these cords and move into my own energy. And you're going to start voicing how you're feeling, and you're going to start like doing a lots of, this is what's up. You're not going to get out of this energy, because you're going to be able to protect yourself, right? Because you've been working on those goals, even though that feels like things are taking too long right now. You are like working on those goals, and you're moving forward, and you're starting to be open. Some of you may be starting to really communicate with people more about how you're feeling instead of being very quiet, and you're starting just to move forward. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else here? Let it go. Yeah, you're definitely moving on from your past. We're going to put this back and just reshuffle. If it comes back out, it does. A merry motive. Anything else here, Spirit? Ooh. Okay. So at the bottom, you have Divine Matrix. This is all divinely planned, so everything is going the way it is meant to. I'm not saying, like, we all end up in bad situations because it's meant to be, but it's like, when you start to move towards things that will bring you more into a happier, higher vibration, your guides, the angels, and everyone, and all those people who are on your side will try to help you move out of that and, like, help you let go of these things that hurt you, that painful for you, so then you could, like, get into this really positive energy here and start to move forward in the sense that you are meant to. And so there's definitely this energy of you working hard to let go and put boundaries in yourself and start to be like, no, and start to protect your energy and moving forward to find a lot of happiness and stability from achieving your goals, because you're starting to really focus on what you're trying to do and what you want to do and what's meant for you, right? So, we are going to grab more cards. Grab and then we're going to do charms at the end. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Once they let go, you'll be letting go in the next few weeks, I guess. The next few weeks is your opportunity. What will happen? The situation will improve. And some of you, there may be romance too, as well, once you get out of this energy, because, and also some of you may need to meditate, but, like, as over the next few weeks, things will start to improve, and you may have a romantic offer come towards you because you'll be in better energy, though. So there's definitely, like, this shift between being in a very harsh environment, or at least the energy surrounding you is very hard, and then you're heading into a really positive place and a very good place, and it's because you're letting go of those past hurts, those past strifes, and you're really, like, much moving forward in the sense of what you're meant to do now. And that is very just, like, it's hard, and I don't think you really should congratulate yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, it's not an easy task, but it's all going to happen. It's just going to happen in the time it's meant to. Nothing is ever linear, and there are days everything's up and everything's down. So, I'm very proud of you, really. So, let's see. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Ooh. Okay, we're just going to act like that never happened. But let's see. Ancestors, angels, my guides. Please add more to this pile here today. Anything else here, Spirit? Oh. Okay. So we have, what on the bottom? Lack of accountability is seen through dishonesty. Corruption is the avoidance of karma on the bottom. So, that's actually interesting. Okay. So with that in mind, of this lack of accountability, I feel like that's what's wrong in the situation. Like, okay, how do I explain this? Like, there's this, when we all at the end of the day think we are right. Or at least when you know you're wrong, whatever. Okay, whatever, the energy. Is there's just a sense of, like, whatever is causing the strife around you, they're not taking account to what they're doing, and they're not really apologizing. It's why the situation is not getting better. Even if you do end up voicing your opinion and starting to protect yourself and starting to talk, there is this sense of maybe they just lack accountability in their actions and just kind of push it back on you and just make it feel really hard. You have second house influence. What do you value? Your habits are a reflection of your priorities, which is also just about getting your priorities in check. Second, 222, maybe something you may be seeing. You have to be honest with Sagittarius energy, which is what I feel like you are doing anyway. You have something about November, April, and March. So March and April may be important to you. November may be important to you. You have a yes here as well. Gossip may be destructive. Words carry weight. But I'm thinking words carry weight. Like, there's definitely this sense of feeling hurt because of the things around you. So people really may just say really harsh things. And they call it, like, oh, maybe I'm just being honest. Blah, blah, blah. But that really causes, like, this lack of accountability in themselves. Because it's them trying to push the blame off of them hurting you. Right? And that's this, like, energy of, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Sorry, when I couldn't find the words, that literally was what I was trying to say. Like, Like, there's just this energy of, like, people saying really mean things, and instead of being like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I know that was rude, I shouldn't have said that to you, oh, I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, they're like, okay, I just tell the truth, you know? I'm just being honest. You know, people like that, like, that's what is this energy. And this, like, causes, like, this is going to end, or this is causing an end to maybe a relationship, a friendship, or whatever, but that's just, like, you want to end this situation, really. And you're going to find inner strength in yourself to move forward, because you're going to have a sense of renewal and start to really just start to fuel your creativity and bring more hope into yourself, because you're going to gain confidence. The situation is dramatically going to improve for you. So honestly, like, I think that's really good for you. You're shifting focus back to really your confidence, what needs to be renewed because of just having felt like there was just so much hardships around you, and you're just going to move forward. Whether that be with an actual, like, specific person in mind, or, like, just things in general, really, I guess. Like, it's not the people, it could just be the environment you're into, right? But, like, it's just the energy surrounding you. But let's do some charms. Okay. So I just 2 of these, I don't know why. The ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional information about what they should focus on. Okay, we have lots of Sagittarius energy today, as well as we had Scorpio energy. You have the deer, and the deer always just reminds me of innocence, and just innocence, really, because I think of, like, Bambi. And then you have, made with love. Okay, so there is definitely a romance somewhere heading in your future, and you're definitely going to receive a message, because that's what, okay, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just, a letter with a heart in it, and on the back it says made with love, but, let's see. Some of you, like, you have a dog you really love. There is a sense of having an ending here with a skull. Your guides and angels really do want to help you here as well. They want to help you transform and move on to what is next. And you're definitely a lot about communication here too. You have that third house energy and all that too. So definitely lots of talking and communication is happening around you. Okay, but I think that's all I really have for pile number 2. What you should focus on is really just improving your, like, what do you actually desire, how to move forward from these negative people in this toxic environments, and start to focus on maybe, like, developing, getting an extra, like, job for some of you, or even just, like, how to move forward from these pains. And I think that is really the message. There's this need for you to focus on healing, and letting go and moving forward, just focusing on yourself and taking that rest when you need to, and, like, I feel like that's what everyone needs to focus on, really, themselves. But more so for you, it's because of the environment around you, and some of you may be just moving on from friends and starting to focus on other things. Definitely a little bit about romance too. So, what we're gonna do, I think that's all we have for your pile, actually, now I think about it. But thank you, pile number 3. I hope that message is helpful, and I was able to give you some insight. But like I said, focus on, like, letting go, and on what you are truly meant to do, what you want to do. This is more so, like, a lot of a big thinking pile too. So a lot of this is just you needing to think about it and start to make the plans for it. You don't necessarily need to rush forward and taking action just yet. You will have the next few months to really start to do that anyway. But for now, you may just want to start making plans and start moving forward. You also have those 2 new moons, and new moon energy is always good to start something new. It doesn't necessarily mean start something new, but it can be like start planning in the process and actually starting to move towards it. So, but I think that's all I really have for your pile. Thank you, pile number 2, and I hope this message helped you. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what's up in the comments. And yeah, that's all I really have for you. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. Pile number 3. Let's do this pile number 3. What's going on here, Spirit? What's happening in piles number 3? That was terrible. What's happening in pile number 3's energy? What should they focus on? What should they focus on? Okay. Okay, starting off, the Empress. 3 and 3. Oh my god, this is like, you may be seeing 3 around. But the Empress is all really about embracing your nurturing nature. Some of you may be just debating whether or not to take a risk of some sort. Yeah, some of you really may be debating whether or not to take a risk of some sort. You may really be inspired to embrace some nurturing and creative activity of yours, and that really inspites some passion, but you're unsure of whether or not to take the risk. But what should they focus on then? Like what's the answer here, Spirit? Chariot, move forward, have fun. Okay, so the thing that will move you forward and start the next phase is whatever brings you the most joy. Reflect on that. Like, really think about that as well. Like, and yeah, lots about moving forward here, especially in focusing on your manifestations. And just overcoming challenges. In this deck, I always think of this as the Wanderer card. So it's someone who's like moving forward, and as well as like heading towards challenges and just steady but sure movement forward, really. So let's see. Anything else here, Spirit, before you grab some clarifiers? No. So at the bottom, when it's on the bottom, the 8 of Chalices. Yeah. So there's a lot about like. What you need to do is whatever brings you really a lot of happiness and that inspires you. You may be confused whether or not you want to take that risk, and you're like, should I really focus on this thing? But yeah, do it. But it's going to take work. There's like there is this instance of like, yeah, it's going to move forward, and we're focusing on this manifestation, but have fun with it. Don't hold too tightly to things in your past as well. And start to just maneuver through it one bit at a time as well. So it's the ancestors, angels, and my guides. Any additional messages about what this person should focus on? Any additional messages about what this person should focus on? Okay, which way you're supposed to go? And upright, I guess. So collaboration, some of you maybe want to work with people around you, especially. Maybe friends as well, rely on your friends to help you out. You don't have to do things alone. Yeah, definitely the sense of like relying on the people around you. This could be romance. This could be just friendships, but definitely the relationships around you are extremely important, and they will help you move on in your path. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit? Anything else about what this person should focus on? The Knight of Swords in reverse. The 9 of Coins in reverse. Sorry, that's in reverse. Anything else about what they should focus on? Okay, yeah, there's definitely, okay, so pretty much like, even though you're going to focus on this and there is going to like be obstacles, and don't, remember to keep moving forward. You're definitely going to have to like work through a lot of things. Especially if you want to focus on like this creative passion of some sort. It's not going to be easy because there seems to be just not like challenges, but not necessarily like blocks or anything. It's just like things that you will need to get up from, and that will take a little bit of work to get up from. And they don't let that discourage you as well, because that may cause you to just revert back to this more emotional side, and you may end up like running away from what you actually wanted to do. So like, if you're willing to overcome challenges, I think you should focus on this creative endeavor and this creative passion of yours. The Spirit would love for you to do it too. Let's see. But there are definitely going to be things that bring you delays, and going to make things feel stagnant for a while. There's definitely a lot of things you need to let go of too. With these 3 stuff, like lots of 3s, 3. So lots of 3s. With like, yeah. So there's definitely this sense of you having a lot of barriers and a lot of challenges here too. So okay. So. I feel like if you put it up to this pile, it's highly likely that you chose it because you wanted to see, should I do this? Should I change should I stop doing what I'm doing now, let go of this, and start working towards my actual goals, my actual passions, and the things that make me really happy and bring me a lot of joy? And I'm saying, like, yeah, if you really want to, you can. But just so you know, it's not going to be easy, so don't expect for it to just fall into your lap. You're going to have to overcome a lot of things, and you're going to have to really rely on the people around you. There is this sense as well that you may start to neglect the thing that's actually very important to you, too. So don't do that. But let's see. Should they change their focus to this? Should they change their focus? Hermit, Cinderverse. Lots of threes today. I would say do a lot more research. Yeah, do a lot more research. Another three in reverse. Honestly, I'm gonna no. It's gonna take a lot. No matter, like, I'm not gonna be. I have to be honest here, because just we have all these cards coming up. There's gonna be a lot of obstacles if you change. So some of you, like, it may be music actually, or something that's just a little bit of a really hard path, a career change or some sort, or even just like it could be like a romance that you want to get back with, and like all this sort of stuff. Whatever you were trying to focus on, definitely do a lot more work in it, and definitely do a lot more thinking, because there's a lot of barriers and obstacles and delays when it comes to this. And even though you are definitely like hopeful, you're manifesting probably, and you want to move forward, and there is going to be a sense of moving forward here and having to rely on people around you, but there is still that energy of like there will be delays and a lot of obstacles. Mostly obstacles. Not exactly delays. It's just, I would say, like, instead of, it won't come right away. Delay is a terrible word to explain it, but it's just like things won't just come directly into your path. They're going to take a lot more time, and you're going to have to really walk away from a lot of like things as well to be able to move forward. And that's not easy. Like, some of you may just be like, finding, okay, that's creative passion. Yeah, a lot of letting go. Like, so like definitely just needing to walk away from like anything in the past to move forward, to ignite this passion as creative gift of some sort. And you may like not really have a lot of faith in yourself as well. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you need to have faith in yourself to have just this emotional abundance. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom too. So for you to really find this achievement, you like really need to work on yourself and like let go of any like really toxic ideas and toxic things in your past, or even just like you may have anxiety. You have to really like get what you want. You have to work on that and be generous to yourself. Work on like your emotions, your addictions, and like this imbalance within yourself, and like definitely do a lot of soul searching as well. So if you what you really need to focus on, I guess, is like your sense of self at the end of the day too, and this confidence in yourself, and this like your need to be maybe be around people. Some of you might easily isolate too, as the amount of times the Hermit came up. So there's like this need for you to really socialize as well, and just kind of shift your focus into what makes you passionate, what makes you creative, what makes you all of that. But at the same time, like, beware of like, let's say you want to make a career change of some sort, there are going to be a lot of obstacles. I'm not saying you're not going to get there. This isn't, are you going to get there? Moving forward, having lots of change, having to get up from challenges, learning karmic lessons, collaboration. I'm going to ask from a different deck because that's not exactly clear. So, yeah, there's just a lot of this energy of just working on your creative passions and shifting your focus to that. But like, if you are trying to change goals, I'm gonna see if you want to change your goal, like your career and stuff, if it works out for you. But let's see. We're gonna see more charts and we'll get more messages from there. So, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Anything else about what's going on here? Anything else? confidence is the key to your success. So for you, if you want to do these changes in your life, there's definitely a need for you to have a practical plan and just really think things through. There's conclusions within reach. Luck is on your side, as well as that Libra energy there. So I feel like for you specifically, there's this really big incentive of like a new cycle beginning. Things are coming to an end. New cycles beginning here. Things are going to head your way. I also like how these two bottom cards are new moon cards, and these are full moon cards. So you come from the ending of a like full moon eclipse, which is about ending conclusions, and you need dreams in a practical plan and show that your focus is going to start focusing on making those goals and start to make alignment of what you need to do, but as well, and then you're going to have conclusion to like you're going to move forward. You got that chariot energy, and then you're going to end up in a new cycle of some sort, and you're going to have some luck, right? But I want to know if they focus on their passions and their creativity, what's going to happen? What if they focus on their passions and creativity? What's going to happen? Okay. So protection, call back your power, soul retrieval on the bottom. You have dance with life, about having joy. You have a no here, and you have helper. So you have a lot of people who want to help you to have fun. You have that 3 of Cups too, which is about having fun. Rest, retreat. Okay, what's the no about? What's the no about? No. No. King of Coins. No, King of Coins in reverse. No to 4. Okay. All I'm thinking is no. Don't hold too tightly onto things without looking at the full picture, because you may waste your time, and instead of focusing on the things you need to accomplish. Connect back to your intuition. A lack of passion may feel like you're losing something. Why? Okay. Why no? Indecision. No, you're very indecisive. Yeah, you're really wondering if you should take this risk. You wonder which way you want to go. You're very scared of like what you're trying to do, but why no? Why postpone? Okay. I think there's a really big need for you to really get in your head a little bit and make a really big decision for yourself that will bring emotional and long-term fulfillment. That is about this passion. You need to think about it more, and definitely do a lot more thinking and lots of more thinking. I think if you want to change focus, don't do it right away. So really think about it. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to start a new path of some sort, really think about it and make that plan. Don't just jump into it right away. And that's what Spirit really wants you to know. Don't just jump into this, because it's not going to be easy whatever you're deciding to do. And definitely just take the moment to really think about it and really just think. Yeah, I feel like that's really the message here. Don't jump. Have fun. Take it one step at a time and make a practical plan. Don't hold too tightly onto something. You have to be able to let it go. Manifestations don't work if you're just literally only focused on it. Try to have fun as you do it and move forward. Okay, anything else here, Spirit, about what this person should focus on? Anything else, Spirit, about... Anything else about what this Spirit person should focus on? You have a lot. Yes, November... anything else here? Spirit, February, August, lots of months. Harmony. Okay, anything else here? A no. Lots of yeses, also no's. No, let go of your attachment. Okay, so you have April, March, February, November, all of currently months coming up right now. You are being asked to, like, let go of your past attachments. Like, no, let go of your attachments. You will have massive change. Yes, harmony comes from focusing on your attitude towards life and your approach. And there's a sense of avoidance karma. Oh, August is here too. What's the avoiding of karma? What's the lack of accountability about? Page of Wands. Three Cups. Okay, so someone may have put you in a third-party situation, and they are not really taking accountability for doing this to you. They were definitely very immature energy. This is fire energy as well, so they could have been a fire sign. Lots of Emperor energy was here, so you definitely could be an Aries. But fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There was Sagittarius energy here too, yeah, so lots of fire signs energy here. But there's a sense of, like, them not being accountable for their actions here for some of you. Some of you may be a water sign as well, or even an air sign. Lots of signs, never mind. Lots of signs, right? So, there's definitely a sense of, like, someone was lacking accountability, and you may need to just have a little bit of fun right now as well for some of you. And just, that Queen of Wands again, you really may just be, like, you may be the Sagittarius. Or Libra, Leo, Libra, yes, Libra, and, like, you know, all those signs, whatever. Okay, so we are going to pull from a different deck. Let's see anything else here, Spirit. Anything else that you want for this person to know, Spirit? Anything else? The situation will improve. The situation will improve. There's no need to worry. The situation will improve. We have an unlikely. What's up to you? Within the next few weeks. Let's see what the unlikely is about. What's this unlikely about, Spirit? Ooh. You have strength in reverse, courage, discouragement, lack of passion, focusing on the material. Okay, don't, like, get too caught up in, like, your past and or it's, like, focusing completely on your finances as well. You do need to enjoy your life and have fun and find courage in yourself, because if you do, it may, like, lead to, like, blocks and discouragement. If you want to move forward, you have to, get over these hardships and, like, yeah, learn your lessons and just move forward and overcome your obstacles. And, like, you need, like, it's why it's up to you for you to truly get over all of this and move forward. Because there's a lot of it, like, you could do this, but there's going to be all this, right? So this energy is super interesting. Okay, let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? About anything else? Yeah, this is this harmony. This is what this imbalance is all about. This is, this lack of accountability. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of feeling stuck and not feeling in the right place. You're feeling a little bit of hardships, really guarding your heart too, which is, like, something you shouldn't do. Yes, maybe due to this Emperor energy. This Emperor guy keeps coming out. Lots of fire and passion too. So if you're really, like, trying to move on from somebody, or even, like, get into a new connection, I guess. No, I don't really feel a lot of romance in this pile. I feel like you definitely need to work on that. Let's pull some charms. I want to know more. What else? Let's see. What should this person focus on? Any more details about what they should focus on for it? Oh, so you have the wheel, which represents change. You need to have some more belief with this guy. Lots to have fun. Like I said, there's a lot of you just need to have fun and, like, really work on mending things. You also have the arrow, and I was literally, like, kind of in this, so needs to be a really big focus for you. I guess that's your answer. The focus you need to do is mending the things you need to first, and like working on those goals. Oh, we have hidden desires here. Maybe some of you may have a secret admirer of some sort that like really wants change and stability with you, and they really hope for that. But I don't see that they're coming forward anytime soon. You also have the baby steps, which I think is like about just taking things one step at a time. I feel like that's all we're doing. Need to get grounded as well, but also just have fun. Don't hold on too much to your past and just start to move things forward one step at a time. Have more fun in life and bring a lot more joy into yourself. Go dancing for some of you, if you can. Dance in your house. That's what I do. And yeah, just have a lot more fun, create a lot more stability, then bring some change. But I think that's all I really have for your pile here today. Pile number 3. I hope this reading helped you out. Drop a comment, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what's up. And I hope this reading really helped you out. And yeah, thank you.